topic. Actions speak louder than words. He is your master of ceremonies, Corinne Grant.
Tonight, 6 of the world's finest silver tongues will argue the contention that actions speak louder than words. Please welcome for the affirmative Paul McDermott, Paul Foot and Eddie Peppertone. And for the negative, Cal Wilson, Josh Thomas and Rich Hall. Now, I know what you're thinking. Do I really want to watch a great debate that doesn't have the word sex in the title? Well, never fear, because when we say actions speak louder than words, we're really asking, is doing it better than talking about it? Who would you rather date? Someone who's constantly prattling on, or someone who offers nothing but silent groping? Or you could get a bit of both and date a priest. There are dirty words, hurty words and flirty words. You can mince your words, you can eat your words, you can have a play on words, a war with words, a way with words. You can give your word, keep your word, or get a word in edgeways. Sometimes a bird is a word, sometimes mum's a word. But what's a word's worth? But while a few well-chosen words can convey more than any number of actions, sometimes all you need to do is this. Jean-Paul Sartre once said, words are like loaded pistols. And yet some words are hopelessly impotent. Of course, amongst men of a certain age, so are quite a few actions. And here he is, the captain of the affirmative, Paul McDermott.
Get straight into it.
That's it?
Well,
You didn't prepare anything?
I got another one. Though, I must confess, ladies and gentlemen, it is under extreme duress that I continue with this debate that actions speak louder than words. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, members of my own team, Paul Foot and Eddie Peppertone, beautiful men, and them, the losers. I had the most salient, pertinent and profound concept to begin the debate today. But I was told by the powers that govern this farce of a debate that this concept of mine was too risque, was too confronting, was too challenging for today. I was hoping to begin without uttering a single word, to just walk up to this lectern and just shit all over it. What an extraordinary statement. And this is before I realized we had a transparent lectern. How brilliant would have that been for the people in the front row? What a wild connection we would have made. An undeniable action of such profound force that without the utterance of a single word, this debate would be won. Or if not won, then at least abandoned. I don't think people down the front would even want to hear the rest of the arguments. It would have been a moment between us, a primal moment, ladies and gentlemen. We would talk about it in years to come, and when people would say, no one gives a damn about debating anymore, you could say, yes, Paul McDermott does. He gives a shit. Thank you! Thank you! I'm back!
Hey, Paul, is there a rest stop between you and your first point? Or are we going to...
Not always good to have you here, Rich. But I was hoping your opening gambit would be a little bit stronger. I am making the point. Action is the point. Words. Who gives a fuck about words? The greatest benefit of all of shitting all over this lectern would be that the first speaker for the negative would find it very difficult to deliver her address. Actions speak louder than... The International Organization for Ethnologues estimates that there are between 6,800 and 7,000 different languages in the world. And yet, you're able to understand this in every single one of them. You're able to understand this. In every single one of them. And this. This one, yeah? This one. And of course this one. Opening a bottle of champagne. These actions are understood by anyone, anywhere in the world. And why? Because we are animals. We're animals. These gestures, our facial movements, are hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of years old. Over 80% of our communication is non-verbal. Up to 100% if you're mute. Mute! There, I said it. Mute. It's not a word you hear very often these days if you're deaf. Mute and deaf. In these debates, we so often only think of ourselves. White, fat, middle-class people. Don't the deaf and the mute matter? Well, not to them, ladies and gentlemen. Actions speak louder than words. Okay, I'm moving, all right? I wanted to make at least 1 point before I left. We've talked about the big topics, about defecation, about how we're all animals, and words, that they're just the gaudy cloak of civilization. But stay with me now, because it's about to get weird. We are animals, the most technologically advanced animals in the history of the world. We're experiencing an explosion of learning, understanding, technology, and information unparalleled in the history of our world. The Industrial Revolution, the Renaissance seem minuscule human achievements by comparison. And what do we owe this to? It's not rhetorical. What do we owe this to? No. Yes, I mean, good. But I wanted you to think a bit more deeply about it. We owe this to the binary system. Thank you. It predates the I Ching, ladies and gentlemen. Binary, consisting of two separate entities, black and white, man and woman. In the digital world, we depict this numerically as a 1 and a 0. A 1 and a 0. Does it remind anyone of anything? It enables all our computers to calculate, all our telecommunications to function, all our phones to mindlessly Twitter. A line and a circle. Everything we create in this world is based on those two simple geometric forms. Look around you. Circles and lines. Do you understand what I'm not saying? It's a penis and a vagina. It's a penis and a vagina. There's a child down there thinking I'm poking a stick into the eye of a rabbit. But it's in fact a penis and a vagina. They're switches. On, off, on, off. The information goes in, it comes out. In, out, in, out. This action, ladies and gentlemen, is why we'll travel to the stars. This is why we'll solve the riddles of the universe, crack the mysteries of the atom, discover the Higgs, and unravel the human genome. From these two elements, a line and a circle, penis and a vagina, from this primitive action and urge to get them together, we have created our entire world. Our groins are our reference point for civilization. Actions speak louder than words. And this would have been a great ending. And that is some heavy shit.
Coming up.